New York Jet fans, one of the absolute best games I have ever seen in my life as a Jet fan.
It was
Right,
glory.
right when you think that they have absolutely no shot, never count them out. New York Jets, what a victory. Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
All right, Jet fans, one of the best wins that we've ever seen in our lives. Gordon is obviously hyped up. The man
Feeling good.
He's got the hat, he's got the sunglasses, he's got it all going on
the
right
shine
now.
from the win, Dan. The shine from that win.
Oh my God, dude. Are you kidding me?
You know what I'm doing right here, Dan? You know what I'm doing?
Grabbing receipts, it looks like.
And then handing them right back out.
Just give them back.
Receipts.
Give them right back to the people.
That's right.
Who wanted them?
They said they ain't nothing. And then we said, we're a little bit of something. So,
dude, I'm just going to hand it off to you. What kind of game was this? How do you feel? We're in rare form right now. This is not something we get to experience every day, every week, every month, every year. This is something special. Just give me your initial. Here at Jets Therapy, we talk about our emotions. We talk about our feelings. We talk about what it's like to be a Jet fan. Tell me what it's like to be a Jet fan right now for you in your household.
It's been so long since I've had this feeling, Dan. I feel like Ricky Bobby. Like, I don't know what to do with my hands right now. I don't know how to process through this emotion. I mean, best comeback win since the, Monday Night Miracle. Like, right? Maybe. I mean, it's granted it's a regular season game, but
no, I agree.
I mean, and it's against the Jacoby Brissett led.
I don't care. I don't care we're playing a high school team.
It doesn't matter. We came back with 4 minutes left It was game was dead. Maybe a little more than that. Like,
oh, dude,
I don't know, man.
But in crunch time, less.
Crunch time. When we needed it, they came up and they came up big time. So, dude, I'm riding high right now, and I don't ever want to jump off this cloud. I don't ever want to get off it because, my God, it feels good to win. Victory Monday. Walking in tomorrow wearing Jets gear, I'm not going to feel sad inside.
Yeah,
my coworkers won't laugh at me.
Yeah.
They'll say.
So if wow. For those who follow this channel and for those few that follow this channel, if you watch this video, Gordon and I are from Virginia. It's not like we're from Long Island or Jersey or from Manhattan or something along those lines.
I'm from New Jersey. I'm transplanted down.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm from Long Island. Gordon is from New Jersey. We don't live there. We live in Virginia. So wearing Jets gear, being out in public, it's a rarity. And not only is it a rarity, it's embarrassing because we don't have our brothers to just rely on. So it's absolutely ridiculous to wear Jets gear.
We're literally on islands down here.
So having the ability to wear Jets gear on a Monday after Football Sunday, it just feels good, man. Especially in September.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's like in September to win a game and then to actually be proud of your team on a Monday. Dude, I don't want to say that I was out. I don't want to say that I just.
Dan, I was out. I'm going to tell you right now, I was out.
Dude, I went inside. I had my family over. My sister-in-law was here. Everybody was here watching the game. DirecTV was an absolute nightmare.
Oh, my goodness. Don't even get me started on Sunday.
Let's just put that aside. I don't even want to talk about DirecTV, all right? We missed a quarter and a half minimum just trying to get that going. But right around 2.5, 3 minutes left, whenever it was when the Browns were driving down and they just right before they got that touchdown where Chubb just – and thank God Chubb got in the end zone because he could have kneeled it right there and just taken more time off the clock, which would essentially won them the game. We're going to get into a few things that actually won us the game right now, which was essentially Brown's mistakes. But just like Salah said, games are usually lost in the NFL, not won.
Not won.
The Browns lost this game, dude.
The Browns lost that game.
Dude, I went inside. It was about 4:00. I went inside. I took the steaks out of the fridge. I put them on the counter, the olive oil,
out early.
the pepper.
You got out of your seat.
The salt.
You walked up the concourse and you hit remote start on that car.
I did. Dude,
and it was
take out your phone
early,
to tap remote start because there's absolutely no way. Get the engine heated because there's absolutely no way we're coming back in this game. And just a miracle happened. A miracle happened. My dad ran in from outside.
I
What we got?
tweeted, I don't know how much more of this I can take
Yeah.
at
Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I mean, it was just Jets. It was just Jets all the way. It's what we expect. It's what we know. It's what we feel, which is losing, losers. You think that you're up. You think you can do something, but you're a loser. So you're going to come back and you're going to lose, because what do losers do? They lose. So that's what you expect the Jets to do. Man, my dad walked inside.
That's what everybody
Boom.
said, Dan.
He had those sunglasses on. He pretty much said, Dan, the Jets just scored a 66-yard touchdown.
Out of nowhere. Dan, the commentators they said,
I missed it.
This happened to the Browns. This happened to the Browns last week at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Carolina scored a 60-something yard touchdown. And there you go. Corey Davis.
I missed it. And I said, okay. So then I said to my dad, well, then now what's happening? He goes, well, we're going to try an onside kick. I said, yeah, sure.
Braden Mann is going to try an onside kick.
I was like, yeah, Braden Mann onside kick. Yeah, sure. We get the onside kick. And the rest is history, dude. It's an absolute, dude, break me down the final drive. Jets get the onside kick. We got the ball at about the 50. Break me down what's going on through your mind, what's going on the field from the 50 to the end zone.
I can tell you the exact moment. So Will Parks swatted it in, right? We recovered it. Yeah. I said to myself, no matter what happens at this point, like if we win, lose, doesn't matter. The fight we've shown, actually, it was before that, because before we had that chance, win, lose, we showed the fight at the end of the game to be like, okay, we're progressing enough from last week. Like I was getting happy towards the end. We scored a touchdown late, that Corey Davis touchdown. We had that kick. I was like, you know what? That's fine. Braden Mann, everybody was calling for his head last week. Yep. He said, you ain't cutting me. I'm going to throw a fourth down fake. Perfect spiral.
How ridiculous was that?
And then I'm going to kick the perfect onside kick, and then we're going to get it back. And then, dude, we just methodically went down. Garrett Wilson is the man. Garrett Wilson's a dog. And we won the game, Dan. We play to win the game, and we won the game.
Dude, Garrett Wilson, is there a chance that he now becomes just the most targeted wide receiver on the New York Jets? I mean,
he should be.
Elijah Moore is my boy. I mean, just over Corey Davis, over everybody else on the field. I love Elijah Moore. I still think that Elijah Moore should be the most targeted, should be the most valued wide receiver on the team. But dude, there's no denying Garrett Wilson. If you could have a Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore combination, these dudes are in the rookie year, sophomore year. We're looking at a potential, franchise
dynamic duo.
Here.
Yeah.
Dude, because we know Corey Davis is going to be gone, essentially. I mean, this is his last year.
There's Rich Kamini, however you say his last name. He's not a very good beat writer, but there's wins of a trade with him. And I mean, makes sense maybe if you get more for him than Mims, and that kind of gives Mims some room to shine a little bit. But we've got Garrett Wilson and Moore right now, and then Braxton
Garrett
Berrios.
Wilson and Moore.
Braxton Berrios had himself a quiet game too. You know,
play well. He always plays well.
So.
And the thing about Braxton Berrios, what he does that not a lot of people notice is he gets you to like the 30+ yard line almost every single time. You're never starting on the 15. You're never starting on the 20. If he's catching the ball, because he's so smart in his playmaking, if he's catching the ball, then you know that you're pretty much going to start with the ball at the 30, which is super undervalued in the NFL. Start the ball at the 15 or the 20 and start the ball at the 30, the 35. That's unreal, dude. Yeah. Absolutely unreal. I mean, that dude brings value to your team unlike anybody else does. But that's a Pro Bowler. You have a Pro Bowler.
He's all pro. Yeah.
All right. Let me bring it back. Give me your gas. We're going to do a new segment here at Jets Therapy. We're going to talk about our gas. We're going to talk about our break. Salah's, he talks about all gas, no break. So after the games, we're going to break down our gas. We're going to break down our break, gas being the positive, breaks being the negatives from the game. Give me your gas from the offensive perspective. What's your gas? What did we do right from an offensive standpoint?
We didn't shy away from the run early. I think we kept, we fed it to Michael Carter, and then we highlighted what was working. I'll put it that way. Brees had some show out game, and then G-Dubs. I mean, we stuck to the game plan, and we just we kept it going, and we methodically, after that first drive, I was a little worried, to be honest, but then,
Sure.
like I said, we kept to our game plan, we kept it going, and we just rolled down the field. And I think the offense had obviously compared to last week, it had a phenomenal day. I think there's more there. I think once we get Wilson back, but again, stuck to our game plan and executed when we needed to, I thought. So
Before we move forward with other stuff, tell me a little bit about Breece Hall and Michael Carter, and Breece Hall kind of taking over a little bit, especially late in the game as that workhorse back. I mean, Michael Carter, who we all love, everybody loves his personality. Everybody loves who he is. Everybody loves what he can do, especially after the catch. But Breece Hall kind of became that workhorse, especially late in the game, that we relied on. What do you think about that?
I think it's, let's look at the opposite, the team we just played today. We played the Browns, right? They got Hunt and Chubb. I mean, two phenomenal running backs. I'm not comparing one to the other or anything like that, but the wonderful thing about having two phenomenal running backs is you go in planning to play both. You know what I mean? Like, you go in, this is going to be our 1 to 2 down back, or we're going to give him the ball most of the time, but feed the beast that gives you the money. You know what I mean? And feed the one that gives you the yardage. And today that was Breece. Last week it was Michael Hall. So it's awesome knowing that we have two
Michael Carter.
That's it. Yeah, Michael Carter. We have two phenomenal running backs that on the day can run for 150, catch the ball out of the backfield, and pound it down the other team's throat. So, I mean, we haven't had a duo like this in a long time. I think we talked a little while back about, what was it, since Washington and Jones, right? Since we had a running back like a duo like that. So it's awesome, dude. It's awesome.
I think what's fun and what's exciting is the rookies cashed in today.
Yeah.
And I mean, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, you talk about those two dudes. And I mean, those are guys that you want to see perform. Yeah. Those are guys that you want to see valued. Those are guys that you want to see targeted. And they absolutely showed up today. Yeah. And I mean, Garrett Wilson, he had that drop on that third down late in the game, which you kind of said to yourself, is that it? Yeah. Like, do we even have a chance of coming
in the
back?
Hands?
Right in his hands. And I mean, I think in just him to come back from that, and the Jets to be put in a position where they can come back from that. And I mean, that's that old saying, big time players make big time plays in big time situations. Yep. Dude, he was given a big time situation. And let's not scoff at Joe Flacco. Look, he wasn't exactly
O-line played so much better today.
They played so much better.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco was a little shaky here and there throughout the game. You were kind of questioning, is this a Mike White game? Should we bring him in? If we don't win, does Mike White come in next game? But dude, Joe Flacco completely proved why he's a veteran, why he's in there. Yeah. He put that ball within a 1.5 foot radius less on that last pass to Garrett Wilson for the touchdown. Yeah. Unbelievable, dude. So just the offense as a whole, I loved it all. I love the run game. I love the passing attack. I love the blocking. The offensive line did well. Let's not forget about Mitchell and what he did recovering that fumble. That was the game, dude.
That was it. Yeah.
All right.
That should not go unnoticed.
Him diving on that ball and recovering it, and us still being able to keep the ball without them. I mean, they would have scored a touchdown there, no doubt. Yeah. So that kept us in the game, but not that. I would say the only hiccup, one of my main concerns about the offense. So
is this your break?
So yeah, those were all of my gases, essentially. Yeah, like
a lot of gas,
the running, dude, a lot of gas on offense. I mean, but like when
there really was though.
When your quarterback throws for 4 touchdowns and 0 picks, and your running game has that type of day, it's going to be a lot of gas, especially the way it finished. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
My only break on offense, Conklin, dude.
That's what I was going to say.
What is going on, brother?
Dude, I don't know.
I mean, this dude was brought in for exactly what he's not doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that he might be a good blocker. He might have the ability to pick up, things that I'm not seeing. Like, we're not 100% X's and O's guys. We're not going to break down the game from a methodical standpoint. But like, dude, he's making the easy play seem hard.
Yeah.
And it's just like he's fumbling when he shouldn't. He's dropping passes when he shouldn't. Something just seems off.
Yeah.
And I'm not 100% sure what's going on, but Conklin just does not seem like it's early. It's the first 2 games. I still love the guy. I love his personality. I love what he brings to the team, but something just seems a little bit off with him. He's my only break right now.
Yeah. All right. That was going to be mine. So you stepped on the brakes for me there. So,
all right, man. Well, defensive standpoint, what's your gas, dude? What did you like about this defense?
DJ Reed, dude. DJ Reed is that number one cornerback that we've been waiting for since Revis. He was everything we wanted, everything we wanted Tremaine Johnson to be. Like, he's an animal. I love it, dude. And then to have him in that backfield and Whitehead as well, I still got to say that the defensive backfield is my gas, dude. Like, they threw on him a little bit today, but
because
Sauce got his first touchdown. So I don't know what happened on that play. Some miscommunication, maybe.
Was that on him?
Help inside.
Did he actually let up that touchdown?
Watching it back, I think he was probably protecting the corner.
Right?
He was probably protecting the corner. He thought he had some more help. He could have gone with the guy. I don't know, but you know what? The first touchdown is done now. Again, it's, first touchdown has been scored on in the 5 years. I got to look at the stat sheet to see.
Is that true?
Yeah, first touch. He didn't get scored on in college.
No. But like, what did someone actually score on him this game?
In the touchdown, yeah.
I thought that he was more in a zone in like the corner of the end zone, and like a safety should have picked that up or something like that.
It could have been. That's why I say I got to look at the stat sheet to see exactly what happened.
Yeah. It's a good point though.
It could have been, you know what I mean? So but in his head, he still got scored on, even if he didn't. You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's a mistake that hopefully he'll learn from. I still think he's a top cornerback. I still think we have the top cornerback, no, not the top, but a top cornerback duo in the league.
Sure.
But dude, DJ Reed, he's my gas, dude. He's an animal, absolute animal.
Completely agree, and I love him off the field too. What he brings, They showed. I don't know if you saw, what the team did in the locker room afterwards, just as far as like the celebration and the speeches. DJ Reed gave a great speech about how they haven't even played. It's only been 2 games, but they haven't even played complimentary football yet.
Yeah, exactly.
The first game was all defense.
Yep.
And the second game, and we saw what Miami did to the Ravens. The Ravens looked like they were going to blow Miami out, and Miami came back. Miami is a problem.
Miami is not who they thought we were. Or
dude,
not
I
who
think
we thought
McDaniel. I think McDaniel's is an absolute beast. But we'll get there when we finally play them. But So just Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed. I think DJ Reed is an absolute boss. Sauce Gardner is what he is. He is everything of a number one pick that we wanted him to be. I think that he's doing fantastic. DJ Reed. From a defensive perspective, I don't even feel like in the beginning of the game that they play. I feel like what's great about them is it was one of those bend don't breaks type of things. Obviously things went our way towards the end of the game, but like, they didn't let up the huge play. Saleh is all about don't let up the explosives, and they didn't do that. But man, did Jacoby Brissett nickel?
They let up a lot of third down plays, though, Dan.
Dude, a lot of
thirds and mids, thirds and longs.
A lot of screens, there was like chunk play after chunk play after chunk play, and you're like, oh my God, man! Like, are we going to be able to stuff this? Is this going to happen all day? And it kind of technically did. It just happened all day where they were just able to move the ball, and Brissett was not doing anything.
Nothing special.
Nothing special. So I think my gas from a defensive standpoint is just them playing as a cohesive unit, just staying together, continuing to play hard, continuing to do their best. But the break was just allowing a lot of those chunk plays, that 8-yard, that 12-yard, that 7-yard. And it was like, you just felt like it was 2nd and 2, and the Browns didn't even have to do anything. It was just like, given. All right, first down, it's like 2nd and 2. You're like, wait a second, what just happened? It's like, oh, Chubb had a 9-yard run. Oh, there was a screen for 8 yards, for 10. It was just like, I don't even understand how they're getting these yards. Nothing special is even happening.
That's my break. Coming into the game, you knew the game was going to run through Chubb and Hunt, right? And again, they're top running backs in the league, both of them. So you knew you had to stop them, and we couldn't. Again, kind of like you said, it was a bend don't break type of thing. And again, there were fractures showing, but we did not break. So my break, I guess, is that we bent a little bit too much, in my opinion, because you knew that was the game plan, and they just fed the ball through those two, and they moved it. So.
Because let's be honest here, we're high right now. We are very high right now. We feel great about this. It's these type of wins that change seasons.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much, but they change seasons. They change, especially young players, and we're a young team. They change young players' perspective on what the future of the season might be. 0-2 going to the Bengals, even though the Bengals look terrible, is very different from 1-1 going into the Bengals.
The feeling coming off of this weekend is going to be unlike anything that
and we're coming back home.
Room,
and we're coming back
now
home.
We're coming back home. Now, we'll talk about it soon about that Bengals preview, but I'm a little scared of them, Dan.
We'll do our Bengals preview. Sorry to everybody for all of our 20 followers. God bless you all. Sorry to everybody. It's on me. We weren't able to get that Browns preview game out this week. We'll make sure we get the Bengals preview out this week.
It's both of us. It takes two to tango.
But dude, it was like this game could have gone either way.
Very
easily. Obviously, with everything we did in the last 2.5 minutes, the game could have easily been in the Browns' hand. They would have been 2-0. Jets would have been 0-2. But that's football, dude. That's what it's all about. It's about coming out with these wins. And what I love about getting this win is this is exactly what Salah's been preaching, dude.
Yeah.
He's been preaching these type of wins.
Being in a game.
Fighting. This is what we did in preseason.
Yeah.
And I know it's preseason. I know it's third, fourth, fifth stringers out there, but these are the type of things that we did in preseason where we didn't stop fighting.
Yeah.
We kept fighting as a whole team on offense and on defense. The coaches never gave up. And it was special to watch, dude.
It was great.
And all you can think right now as a Jet fan is maybe this team is different. Maybe this year is different. Please, God, allow because dude, with 2.5, 3 minutes left in this game, I went into my kitchen. I started pouring olive oil on the steaks, and I said the thing that I hate to say: same old Jets, man. Just, oh my God, we looked at the exact team as last year. You can't play complimentary football. You can't pull it out in the end. You just can't get it going. Zach Wilson's going to come back. We're going to be 0-3, and what's he supposed to be? Now we're 1-1. I'm not going to speak too high. I'm not going to speak too low, even though we're very high. We're at 80% high right now.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I love it, dude. And again, it's hopefully we can put it all together against the Bengals because they're, 0-2. They're going to be angry. But first game, it was all defense. This game, it was special teams and offense playing it down, running it down. And those two were clicking, dude. Braden Mann and Greg the Leg, dude. Everybody in New York was calling for their head, and they said,
"You go from maybe getting cut,
57-yard field goal, onside kick, fourth down fake." They said, "You know what? We're going to take special teams, put it on our back." And
dude, how about that pass from Braden Mann? He wasn't even wide open. He had to lead him to the he had to lead him to the sideline,
dude.
What kind of pass was that? Braden Mann
and White go down. We know we got a viable backup in Braden Mann.
What? Yeah, seriously. If everything goes to shit, he can play, dude. Traveler, take a seat. But I mean, what an unbelievable win as a team. What it does for this franchise. What it does for the fan base. What it does for the coaching staff. What it does for everybody.
I can't wait.
I mean, unbelievable.
Monday,
dude. It gives you gives you so much optimism for the upcoming game. The Bengals are not a team that I feel can 100% overpower you from an offensive perspective, but we'll get into that in the next coming days. Dude, what a game. Unbelievable.
What a game. What a win. What a way to win. It felt good.
Yeah. All right, Jets fan base, Jets therapy. We are so glad. We don't make many videos like this where it just feels
phenomenal.
You could take a breath.
Phenomenal.
You did, man. That breath work is important. So we're going to be back in a few days. We're going to promise to get these videos out on the following Monday after a game, I think, and then trying to get our preview video by Thursday, Friday for the following week.
Yeah.
And try to give y'all some filler as well and try to grow this channel as much as possible. We love the Jets. We love everybody who watches these videos. We love the fan base. We're both from New York. Right. Gordon more so than me. You spent 18 years in Jersey before you moved to Lynchburg?
Yep. That's right.
It's inbred, man. When you bleed green,
Jets games, baby.
That's it. When you bleed green, you bleed green. All right, man. I love it. See y'all next week.